Should crime pay in California? Tonight, a convicted killer who almost got away with murder is trying to cash in on her story.
Eyewitness News reporter Alex Michelson sat down with the felon turned author and the victim's outraged family. And he's here now with the exclusive story. Alex.
Well, Michelle, the convicted murderer says that she found her purpose in prison and is now trying to help stop other bullies. The victim's family says all this is no help.
It's been 29 years and I can't forget.
29 years ago, Irene Avala's daughter, Missy, was murdered by her friends Laura Doyle and Karen Severson. Both are now out of prison, and Karen is promoting a new memoir where she describes the crime.
I will tell you about my life. I'm the only one that could tell you I lived it.
She's getting away with it all over again.
Missy and Karen grew up in Arleta as best friends, but Karen says they started fighting over boyfriends.
Everything that we were all, accusing her of, she knows she did it, but not one time did she say she was sorry.
The TV movie A Killer Among Friends portrays one account of what happens next. Karen and Laura take Missy out to the Angeles National Forest and drown her.
And I knew when I looked at her, I'm not gonna help you. I'm gonna leave. And that was the absolute hardest vision in my life.
Karen will never forget Missy's eyes.
I walked away. They don't have a daughter. They don't have a sister. They don't have a friend.
A desperate search for the killer began. Irene never suspected Karen.
That never even crossed my mind. I mean, she was my daughter's best friend.
Irene says Karen joined the search for the killer and often slept in their home.
She almost committed the perfect crime.
Nearly 3 years later, an eyewitness to the crime came forward implicating Laura and Karen. Irene was shocked.
Why couldn't I tell? Why couldn't I feel? Why couldn't I feel that she'd killed my daughter?
Being arrested, best day of my life.
Best day of your life?
Best day of my life. I had no secrets.
In 1990, Karen and Laura were convicted of second-degree murder. Despite Irene's objections, Karen was paroled after 21 years. She now works as a telemarketer and says she's donating a portion of her salary, book sales, and possible proceeds from an upcoming documentary to an anti-bullying organization.
Donate everything?
I didn't say everything. I have to live, and it's hard to get a job out there.
What do you say to somebody who says there are other ways to make money?
Like what, sell myself?
Missy's sister-in-law, Siobhan, is outraged.
When I first found out about Karen's book, it felt like a sock in the gut.
She's now pushing what she calls Missy's Law, which would make it illegal for convicted criminals to profit from telling their stories in California.
We teach our children that crime doesn't pay, but in California it does pay.
You're a mother. If somebody killed your daughter or participated in the murder and then wrote a book about it, could potentially make money off of that book, how would you feel about that?
Well, it depends on what the book said.
Missy's family is now working on their own documentary and don't want to ever speak to Karen again.
My life has changed. I'm not out to hurt people. I'm out to help. And I'm doing that in memory of Missy.
Tell her to go to hell.
We used to have something like Missy's Law here in California called the Son of Sam Law, but it was overturned by the courts because of First Amendment issues. There are Son of Sam laws currently in place in several other states. Reporting live, Alex Michelson, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Quite a story, Alex. Thank you.